BTB listeners, thank you so much for checking out today's episode. Listen, if this episode inspires you, do me a favor, take 5 seconds to shoot me a like and subscribe to the podcast. There are several more exciting guests that are in the pipeline, and I just can't thank you enough for your continued support, and let's keep paying the mission forward. Gratitude literally flips the script in your mind from scarcity, from oh, woe is me, to unbelievable sense of clarity, to this out-of-body experience because it puts you at ease, it puts you in calmness, it puts you in a flow state for you to know how good things are for you right now. So let's tap into some ways that you can understand the gratitude in your life and implement it in a way that will filter into every aspect of your day. What are you built to be? What are you built to become? The time is now. The time is right now. You weren't built to break. You were built to be something greater. Welcome to Season 2 of the BTB Project. I'm your host, Kollman Gearhart. I was an overweight kid, one counted out, lost 100 pounds, found purpose in the pain, and turned my setbacks into a story worth telling. This podcast isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about identity, discipline, and comebacks. Getting up one more time and becoming who we're always meant to be. If you're ready to go deep, do the work, and live out what you're built to be, you're in the right place. Let's lock in, let's rise, and let's get to work. Welcome back to the BTB Project. I'm your host, Kollman Gearhart. And in today's BTB Short, I want to talk about one of the most important things you can do to start your day and end your day that will ignite a flame and impact your life in more ways than you could ever imagine. I want you to think about this for a second. What if the most powerful mindset that you shift in your life doesn't come from reading a new book or listening to a new podcast or winning the game or winning an award or crushing a goal? But what if it simply comes from noticing what's already right in front of you? We're going to talk about gratitude. And this episode just isn't about gratitude. It's about how we train ourselves to wake up and fall asleep with purpose. If you've ever felt stuck, distracted, or overwhelmed, or numb, this episode is your reset button. As we're thinking about gratitude, gratitude is a weapon. It's not a weakness. I'm always enamored listening to my kids because there's this evolution going on with today's youth. If you talk about how good your day is, or if you're overly enthusiastic about the joy that you have in your life, there's a lot of people that will poke fun at you and maybe not take you as serious or say that you're full of yourself because of this ambition, this joy that you're projecting into the world. More often than not, people just want you to stay monotone, want you to stay neutral, be part of the rat race, be part of the robotic chain society wants you to be on. But the most influential people that I've met in my life are ones that are tapping into joy, are ones that are grateful, and ones that are practicing these gratitude moments in their day that critically impacts their life. Gratitude isn't about ignoring what's hard. It's about choosing to see clearly even when life gets messy. How many times have you experienced that? You're in the middle of conflict, drama, difficult situations, and it just seems like it's incredibly overwhelming, that there's no good going on in your life and you're fixated on these challenges. But neuroscience tells us that gratitude physically changes your brain. It strengthens the neural pathways for optimism, empathy, and resilience. In fact, I came across a study that was done by UC Davis out in California that showed after just 10 weeks of consistent gratitude journaling, it led to better sleep, improved relationships, and it reduced the overall stress by up to 40% of those individuals. Gratitude literally flips the script in your mind from scarcity, from, oh, woe is me, to this unbelievable sense of clarity, to this almost out of body experience, because it puts you at ease, it puts you in calmness, it puts you in a flow state for you to know how good things are for you right now. So let's tap into some ways that you can understand the gratitude in your life and implement it in a way that will filter into every aspect of your day. How do you start your day to set the tone and your trajectory? Do you wake up and start looking at your phone? Do you wake up and go down to your computer and open up emails and start working? Do you turn on the TV, watch the news or sports? I'm going to tell you right now, that's the worst thing you could possibly do when it comes to a morning routine and tapping in to gratitude practice. So here's your BTB gratitude flow. Something you can do either in the morning, in the evening, or both to ignite gratitude and optimism and opportunity into your life. The first step that I want you to do is I want you to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Go down to the dollar store or go down to Target, buy a few dollar journal, and start tapping into 3 things you're grateful for. You don't need to overthink it. The things that you could be thankful for is be your children if you're a parent. It could be the weather if it's a beautiful day. It could be the coffee you're sipping on. It could be a text from a friend that you got last night that really encouraged you. Or just the opportunity to go breathe clean air outside. Gratitude is not about being poetic or finding the perfect words. It's about being present. It's about not thinking too far ahead and not thinking too far behind, but being in the moment. After you're done writing down those 3 things, I want you to take one of those 3 things and I want you to visualize and focus on just one of them. Close your eyes for 30 seconds. Imagine life without the thing you just wrote down. Imagine how your day today would be without that one thing that you wrote down. Now, I want you to take that thing that you just thought about not having that you're grateful for, and I want you to imagine it returning, turning back in your life. That, my friends, is being able to look at your life. There's a lot of things that we sometimes take for granted, need to be thankful for, that we need to be grateful for. I saw this really interesting LinkedIn post the other day about a woman who is in her mid 30s who's still on her dad's cell phone plan. You'd be like, why would an adult still be on their dad's cell phone plan? Well, the reason why she wanted to stay on the plan wasn't to get a free ride each month for her cell phone bill, but because every month that the cell phone bill came around, she would call her dad and she would catch up with her dad in that conversation before sending the Venmo for that month's cell phone bill. It was her way to keep a constant contact with her dad because she was grateful for the relationship. What an interesting way, what a unique way to maintain that relationship. To be able to tap into a gratitude practice that, I'll be honest, I have many situations in my life where I need to set up those types of standard practices, non-negotiable habits that allow me to tap into what I'm grateful for. But yes, visualizing what you have, visualizing it go away, and visualizing how unbelievable it is to have it come back and still be part of your life is an incredible part of gratitude. Step 3 is set a tone. Say it out loud or write it down. Today, I will express gratitude by, and fill in the blank. Here's an example for you. Check in on a friend. Being able to slow down with your friends or family. Instead of tapping in on those hectic days, maybe you call your mom or dad to go for a walk, or slow things down with your spouse, go on the walk around the neighborhood, show up early to work with a positive tone. Those are ways that you can express gratitude. But I want you to write down, after being grateful for 3 things and visualizing one of them, write down what you're going to set the tone with. Gratitude. How you're going to implement gratitude into your life. And that's it. You've just given your nervous system a full tune-up before the day even starts. You've tapped into gratitude practices that literally change the biochemistry of your body, of your brain, puts you in a better mood. It jumpstarts your day. Now, through that, feedback is incredibly important with gratitude. And after you've done your practices in the morning, you've accomplished your day, and the evening sets in, that's where you close the loop. At night, your brain wants closure from the day. It's scanning for unresolved tension. It's opening loops. It's tapping into maybe some regrets that didn't happen that day. But gratitude helps seal the day with peace, with relaxation, with flow instead of stress. So here's a BTB evening gratitude flow I want you to tap into. Step 1 is, what went right today? Don't say nothing. Even the roughest, crappiest of days will still have small wins. It could be a kind gesture. It could be a funny moment, a breakthrough. What sliver of success was a win in your day? Write that down. Step 2 is, what challenge taught you something? I'm always recommending that every day you push your body, you push your mind to new heights. Challenge yourself. Because gratitude just isn't about all the good, but it's about the growth that you have in your life. It's about who you were one day and who you are becoming, about 1% better every day. Find ways to challenge yourself. And what did that challenge teach you? What did today's pain teach me? That's a great question to answer in your gratitude journal. And last but not least, say thanks to someone, even if it's silent. Write or whisper a thank you to someone who made a dent in your day. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Could be your wife. Could be your husband. It could be your teacher. It could be a friend. It could be a teammate. Say thank you to someone, because you have no idea that gratitude towards somebody causes a ripple effect. Positivity, of enthusiasm, of encouragement to the people that we love the most, to the people that we care about the most, who could be struggling themselves. It could ignite their own gratitude. Find time in the evening to close the loop. Now, I want to have real talk as we wrap up. Gratitude sometimes feels really hard. There are days that are just down in the dumps, that are tough. But when life's heavy and gratitude might feel a little fake, or these exercises might feel like you're trying to pull it out of you, this is the moment to where gratitude becomes the most powerful. When you practice gratitude during adversity, you're not denying your pain. You're choosing not to be owned by it. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have time for this. But here's the truth. You don't have time not to. Find the 5 to 7 minutes in the morning and the 5 to 7 minutes in the evening to tap into gratitude, because gratitude builds momentum. It helps you notice your progress. It rewrites your mind to look for what's possible, not just what is missing in your life. This week, I want to challenge every BTB listener to start a 7-day gratitude practice. Simple to start. I already told you how to get a notebook. There's no perfection. There's just presence with this. I just want you to be present. So here's what the BTB challenge for 7 days looks like. Morning, 3 things you're grateful for. Write it down. Visualize one and set an intention of what you're grateful for. In the evening, I want you to close loop that day. 1 good moment, 1 hard moment with a lesson, and 1 thank you to somebody who helped you along the way. If you do this for 7 straight days, I promise something in you will shift. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel clearer. Be more grounded. Do me a favor. Shoot me a DM. Tag the BTB Project. Give me your thoughts on today's episode. You weren't built for easy. You were built to be grateful. And gratitude is what will always lead you to where you want to go. today's episode impacted you, do me a favor, like and subscribe to the BTB Project. I'm so grateful for this BTB community. I'm grateful for the opportunity to spend time together. Let's go use gratitude and see how it changes our lives. As always, impossible is nothing. And until next time, take care.